the definitive Project Eden's Garden tier list. Now, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. My opinions are my own. My tier list is probably much different than all the other YouTubers who've done tier lists on those games. Please do not take offense. It's only one chapter, guys. Everything's. I honestly, I kind of hope some of these tiers change, because I got some things I gotta say about some of these characters. I got some things. But without further ado, first up we have Cassidy Amber, and I'm gonna be straight up honest. I think she's like straight D tier. She was originally S tier for me, but she bumped herself down to D tier because that trial, bro. Like Cassidy, like what the fuck? What are you doing, bro? Like, well, her entire character to me, at least currently, based off one chapter, is yes, she's very like jovial, happy all the time, but it's like, bro, your life's at stake. You can't be fucking around during this, and she's on some like bullshit the entire trial, bro. She is on some other shit. I don't know what her problem is. This girl, she may be a little bit on the spectrum. No disrespect though, not like that. But she's just like, she's too happy all the damn time. And it's not that that's bad, but it's just like, she ends up falling into like the comical character category, which I don't really like too much when people just start shitting out jokes like fucking crazy during the trial. It kind of derails it, and it kind of like, I don't know, what's the word, the immersion. You kind of break immersion a little bit. I know you gotta have your humor characters, but she does it a little bit too much. And speaking of humor characters, Jet is in the same category as her. I just don't like Jet. I just don't. To me, he's like a lesser version of Amber, but they almost the exact same. It's just, he's there for like a joke, and that's it. He's not smart. He doesn't really help during the trial. If anything, he actually started the trial because of the battery incident, right? Him bragging, oh, I got a lithium battery. Ava's like, oh, I'm gonna use that to kill Wolfie now. Like, come on, bro. Like, the one thing I can say positive, at least about both of them, especially Jet, is I love his design a lot. I love the red and blue. I think it rolls amazing together. And of course, no disrespect to the voice actors either. I like the voice actors. If anything, you're gonna hear a lot of compliments. I think all the voice actors are phenomenal, but just Jet, again, he's nothing but jokes. I don't think he does anything to help during the trial. If anything, you have to refute one of the things he says, or two things. It's just, he just kind of speaks, and it's just like, bro, just stop talking. I'm sorry, I can't stand when he comes on the screen. Not because of the voice actor, but because I know he's gonna say some BS, and you know he's gonna say something stupid. It's just like, bro, we are fighting for our lives, man. I'm sorry, I can't deal with them. Next up, I want to get like all the characters I really just, they don't really do too much. Mark is just a C tier for me. He has like no dialogue really. I really want to put him in D tier because some of the bullshit he does during the trial was like, I don't want to help you guys. But the whole clock thing, at least he did. I think he contributed that a little bit. That's it. But it's just a prologue in the chapter 1. I think he has next to Talner. I forgot her name first name. Elise. Oh, the Talner. He has like the least amount of dialogue in the game, and I know that's probably his whole character. He's like a shut-in, like DJ kind of guy, but he doesn't say anything. I can't really formulate an opinion too much. It's kind of like negative right now because he doesn't help really, except with the clock, like I mentioned. But he's cool. I like his design though, and I'm sure in later chapters he'll probably appear. I kind of hope he does because, like I said, I like them just upon seeing him. So next up, this girl, Mara. I think that's her name. C tier. Like, if anything, I should really put her in NA, like a not applicable, because she has no lines of dialogue. She kind of just keeps everyone in place. Like, she shot at Grace. I mean, maybe S tier because that's kind of cool. That's it. There's nothing really to say about her. Next up, I want to talk about Talner, just E tier. I think I'm gonna be this one's really the most controversial, but it's just I don't like really anything about her. I don't like her design. Her talents, okay, I guess, but I haven't seen it yet. The Ultimate Fencer, she doesn't look like a fencer, tell you that much. But she just exists. Like, she falls in the same category as like Mark, which not too much dialogue, but the only dialogue she said was wrong. It was during the trial. It's like, oh, I bet you Grace did that, and Grace was like, oh, so you're calling me out? And she was like, I'm not saying I am, but I'm not saying it. Like, bro, just speak with your 200-pound chest. Like, you're calling her out. Stand on business. She doesn't stand on business. But no dialogue. Least favorite character so far. Nothing personal either. It's just not because of the voice actor or anything. It's just I don't like her. She's done nothing so far to make me like her. If anything, I dislike her because she called him, oh, girl, Grace. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that nonsense. Hi, yeah. So I'd like to retract what I said about her being E tier. What I meant was, I think I'd put her in D tier now because of one thing I overlooked, which I don't explain, which is she actually backs up Desmond's alibi, even though she doesn't really speak up, and it's kind of like she's like a shy girl. I'd give her the D tier along with the other two because, again, she doesn't really have dialogue, and I don't think her design fits her character. So come at me if you want, but she's D tier instead. Next up, I am my man Tozo. Tozu? Dude, I love him so much. The voice actor killed it with Tozu. And the one thing I really like is it's not like, at least to my knowledge, and at least I think everyone else's knowledge, he's not like a robot, he's like a human. So it's like the mastermind, he's kind of the mastermind, I guess, I don't know. But his voice actor is the main reason I love him. So he's like Monokuma if he was human. That's it. Like I didn't really like Monokuma too much in the original because he's not really Monokuma, it's Junko, right? Or whoever the fuck's controlling him at that time. But Monokuma's like not a person. Tozu is a person though, and I love him. Every time he appears on screen, he takes the stage. Like, what's his accent? Is he fucking British or something? I don't know, bro. I mean, Grace is Australian, so they got a melting pot of everyone in this game. But yeah, Tozu, that's the homie. And I'm gonna be sad because at the end of the game he probably like gets eliminated, like chapter 6, like everyone, like every mastermind. He has to have the execution. So I'm gonna miss him, bro. I'm gonna miss him when it happens. But right now, I'm enjoying every second of this voice actor. Love him so much. Talk about Desmond, strong B. He's a homie. You know, he's the homeboy. I don't like him too much. Like, he's not like a favorite, but you know, he can climb up there. But again, chapter 1, not a lot of dialogue to really go off of. A unique design, interesting talent, ultimate marksman. Only seen that in another fan game, which is Danganronpa Another, which, you know, I don't want to talk about that game too much, but at least, you know, he actually helps you with the taser situation, and I think he's on your side. I think he's on your side in the trial. I'm not too sure. I don't think he immediately goes like, woofy, Wolfgang, oh my god. Like, he kind of helps out, and he's not like bullshitting around. So, man, Desmond's for the homeboy. Next up, Winona. I want to give her that B. Should I? You know, I'm gonna give her a B, just for one thing. So during the trial, you know, even though she says the absolute fucking horseshit nonsense and you gotta rebuke her, she kind of helps. Okay, she's there. Like throughout the story, she's kind of just like, oh, I'm the ultra, I'm better than everyone else. I'm the ultimate entrepreneur. Okay, bro, and what are you gonna? And your money's worthless here though. But at least she has, you know, like a brain, you know. At least she has, you know, something going for her. But the one thing I like about her is her design, because it just reminds me of like the fucking girls from Legend of Korra. Like, you're my slave. I don't know. I'll put like the video on the screen I'm talking about. Like, you cannot tell me she does not look like her.
Oops. You amuse me. I will make you mine.
You mean like a boyfriend or like a slave?
Yes.
Just every single time I see her, just reminds me of that. But yeah, she's a bit of like an asshole, kind of. She's kind of cold, but she kind of reminds me of Damien a little bit, where it's like she's real about stuff, right? And you know, she questions a lot of things. And you know what? I gotta respect the hustle. Don't really hate that too much. I don't know. All these characters is like, you know, let's go. Greenwall, another strong B tier. Not a lot of dialogue. Well, she gets a little bit more dialogue than other people, but I just like her voice. This is another like voice actor-ish character that just kills it with the lines they give. Her accent is the standout. Everyone is probably like, oh my god, muscle mommy. That's not what I'm noticing about her though. What I notice is she's very nice, very sweet. She even takes care of Toshiko when, you know, when murder happens, because, you know, Toshiko's 14 and is she in her 20s? She has to be in her 20s. I was gonna say 18, but she definitely doesn't look like no 18. She looks like a bit of an older girl, a little bit of an older gal, but the main reason why I love her voice actor kills the hell out of her lines. What's going on, Toshiko? Oh, she's a little southern accent. Oh shit, you know what? I'm a sucker for southern accents. I'll talk about my girl, Toshiko. I'll put her. I like her. A lot of people are probably gonna say she's like the better version of Hiyoko, and I would agree. But the main reason why I like her is because I don't really like kid characters too much, because, you know, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not that much of a YouTuber, if you catch my drift, right? But they write her well enough to where she acts like a kid, but not too much like a kid where it's annoying me. Like in games like Your Turn to Die, Kana, for those you don't know this, I'm sure some of you do, but Kana acts too much like a child for me, so I don't like. But Get in that game acts a little bit more adultish, but he's still like a kid, but I like him, right? Toshiguro is like a kid, but not like too much like another. She has some moments where she starts like during the trial where she starts going like crazy with the fucking lines of dialogue, but it's not enough to make me think like that she's like an adult. A lot of games have a problem with kid characters where they don't write them correctly. It's like they're too much like an adult, but it's like a 14-year-old wouldn't know what to do, and they would probably be like one of the only ones that would like run away when they see like, well, not really, not the only ones, but they have more of a reason to like not contribute to the investigation because she's a kid. She doesn't know what to do, right? Of course, no one here does, but she's the youngest of the group. She's 14, right? But she's not like a crybaby, right? She doesn't have to be on screen crying every second, like, oh, I want my mommy or some bullshit like that. No, she's literally the better version of Hiyoko, and she's not like an asshole too. And I think I did. She was one of the free time events I did, so you know what? I like her. I like her design very much, and I didn't know what her ultimate talent was at first. When they said matchmaker, I was like, what, she makes people fight each other? Yes, guys, I was just stupid. Until I realized, no, matchmaking like love, like she matches people. I'm like, oh my god. Yes, I was that stupid. Gomendasai, I'm sorry. But yes, she's a very, very strong A tier. I like her a lot. I like the little humming she sometimes does when you click through her dialogue. She's a strong A tier. She will probably end up like an S. I have a feeling they're gonna kill her off though. Like I have a strong suspicion they're gonna kill this character off. Like in chapter 3, like Kyoko, they always kill like the other short characters, but they don't kill her off, please. Give her something. I like this character. Keep writing her well. Basically, don't write her too much like a kid. Please don't make her a crybaby, but don't make her too much like an adult either. Strong A tier, like her. Now we can get into the characters that they got there. Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm gonna start with probably Jean de la Mare. I don't know if that's actually a pronounced name. I just like that. I love him. He's a strong S tier. He definitely keeps the group together. He's definitely very logical. And every time he like talks about like his backstory about the ship, he has like an arcade on the ship. Bro, what kind of like boats are you driving that you have fucking arcades on them? Me and my men played on the arcade machines. Dude, I would be your crewmate immediately. No Among Us. But yeah, I like him. And during the trial, in which chapter 1 is like half the chapter 1 is the trial, right? So it's a big talking point. Everyone's like, why are you only talking about the trial? There's free time events. I didn't get to do all their free time events. I'm not gonna do all of them, at least as of right now. I'm sure later on I might off screen it, unless people want to see me do other free time events in short. But he doesn't bullshit around the trial. He's like trying to like figure stuff out. Unlike the bottom 3, well, not the bottom, but the ones in D tier. E tier didn't contribute anything either. But yeah, I like him a lot. I like his accent the most. Again, another strong voice actor character that just carries his character. His design is amazing. They went crazy with his design. Jean de la Mare. I love him so much. Please don't kill him off. They're gonna kill him chapter 4 like they do with Gonta, Sakura, Nekomaru. They always kill off the big giants in chapter 4, so please. They're gonna kill him off because everyone has to die eventually. No, don't do this. I love him though. I love his design a lot. Next, Grace. I think she's like very, if I had to like rank him, I think she's very low S. Maybe A, S. Fuck it. Again, another character that's, she kind of like derails trial by not helping out a little bit at the beginning, but later on, she's like, bro, I need to know who killed my would-be boyfriend if he was still alive, right? Like, on some real shit. I like her. She's very, very clearly inspired off Mew. I would put 50 cents, $1.50 on that she's inspired off Mew. There's no way she's not. Her design looks so similar to Mew. And she kind of acts like Mew, where she's very derogatory, but not like a hornball where she's just like horny every fucking scene. and she's not like a pussy where if you stand up to her, she'll size you up, right? Mew in V3, if you sized her up, she was like, yee, right? And she was like, yee. That's what she was like, though. Her talent is whatever, though. Ultimate golfer. Is golf even a sport, guys? Leave a comment below if you think that. But it's really not. Maybe she makes it into a sport, how well she plays it. Who knows, right? Voice actor on this girl. Again, another voice actor heavy character that just kills it. And her cut in during the trial where she sticks the middle finger. They killed it with the artwork, bro. Oh my, I didn't expect it. And speaking of cut-ins that I loved, Grace is going to remain as S. I love her. I love the accent. I love everything about her. Wilhelm. I don't think he's S for me yet, but I almost put him in S. He's like in the middle, like right here. But I'm not gonna make a rank for every individual character, guys. Wilhelm to me is a character that I thought he would be E. I didn't think I liked the nerdy, archetype characters, but I do, knowing him. I think I did his free time. I think I did one. I don't remember. I did like 4 different ones. No, I don't know. I don't remember, but I love his cut in the actually they nailed it with the jokes when they're not just Cassidy and Jet jokes. They nail it with them. Just, he's amazing. Like, I don't know, like, he's nerdy, but he's not like annoying nerdy. He's kind of like funny nerdy, where it's kind of like you want to be his friend. You see, like, hey, what's going on? Ulysses. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I'm too American to pronounce his name. I call him Wilhelm because that's the homie Willie. That's the homie Will. The Wilhelm stream. But yeah, and during the trial, very obviously he contributes like a lot. So much so that he rebuttals you because he thinks you're wrong, right? And shout out Wilhelm for contributing and trying to figure out stuff, but you are wrong. Don't ever go against the ultimate debater, Damon Maitsu, ever again, bro. But yes, he will most likely end up in S tier for me, 100%. I don't see how he doesn't in the future, unless they kill him off next chapter. Don't kill him off next chapter. But yeah, that's the homie Wilhelm. You can't disrespect him, bro. His design is where I was like, and his talent is... It sounds interesting, but it's like boring interesting. The ultimate historian, let's be honest. Well, there's some people that maybe like history in the audience. And like, I like a little history down there, but most people, they don't really like history class, right? And that's what I think. It's just kind of like a boring talent, but... Hey, I love the dude. I love his little notebook there, and so on and so on. His little... That's one thing I didn't mention is his voice actor. He has like almost a lisp when he talks, and so on and so on. I love voicing him when I'm playing through with him. You know what? I have to put him in S tier. I love him, bro. He's like in the middle, but like Grace, I think he's like bottom of S for me right now. Bottom of my favorites, but like he's near for me right now. Next up, Kai fucking Sinat. Kai, his last name isn't Montreal, but that's what I call him because he's fucking Canadian, obviously. He's 100% Canadian. K-pop Kai. I gotta say S, bro. Like, he's... At first, I thought he was here... Like, the reason why I'm putting so many characters, and I normally never like put characters like this high up, especially off like the first chapter. Normally they're like C or B tier, but just he climbed it. Like, I don't know what it is about him. I like the relationship between him and Damien. Like, I know they're gonna grow as friends later on, like way much more than what they are now, but they kind of have like a little connection going. And you know what? I'm all for it. Damien might be a little SST low key, but you know what? We support it though. We support it. We don't judge over here. He kind of looks like a K-pop follower. You know what I mean? Like his talent is like garbage. I'm sorry. Like, I don't ultimate influencer. It's like saying, "Oh, what's your job?" "Oh, I'm a YouTuber." I'm an influencer. It's so like nasty to say that you're an influencer as like your job. So I like to say like, "Oh, I just make videos. That's what I do." Right? That sounds a lot better than I'm an influencer. Like, I'd be embarrassed if that was my career choice. Not really, because I'm trying to be that, but I like him just a lot. I don't know. I think he's too babyish at times. Maybe he's like A tier for me, actually, after putting it like that. But I like him. I don't know. I think his design is very good. I know I already said he's like, kind of gives off this K-pop-ish design, but I still like his design. I don't know. I think his colors go well together, but I think he's too babyish sometimes. And during a trial, he's still trying to figure out stuff, and he's an overreactor, but you know what? He's an influencer, so maybe that's why they made him like that. But that's the best way I can describe why I like him. I don't know. He might fall a couple of tiers later on though if he gets a little too annoying or he doesn't develop enough for me. So just putting that out there now. He may drop. He's one of the ones I'm concerned about with my tier list of dropping. The man Wolfmeister. I wanted to put him in S, but I think after thinking it, I think he's more of an A tier. I like him though. That's the thing. I mean, A tier means I just like A tier. I mean liking. I don't know if I'd say he's one of my favorites though, because it's just like the Lakers needed a guard or center like a week ago. Where were you? They just traded Luka though, so I guess they're all okay now, right? They got LeBron and Luka, so they're doing fine. But 6'2", skinny lawyer man. I want to put him in S so bad. I feel like he's gonna have much more of it. You know what? When that time comes, he'll go up there. But I know later on, he's gonna have there's gonna be something we know about him, because the whole situation between him and Diane, I have so many theories. Like Diane's like his sister, or Diane's like, I don't know, fucking mastermind that he figured out because he was so out of it. I don't know. Unless that I'm reading too much in that, and he was just so drugged out of his mind that he just couldn't decipher who Diane was. But because his mom has like a similar hair color to Diane, that's why he was saying, oh, maybe that's his sister. And everyone's like, that's not what it means though. But you know, that's what it means to me. But you know, he's just a nice. He totally tries to act like a nice guy, but I feel like deep down he's like he doesn't want to be like his father, who's probably like an evil man, you know. But I like him, you know. He looks nice. His voice actor is very soft-spoken. He's very presentable. I like the contrast with him in Grace's room, where he's very presentable, but in his room he's a very messy guy. I don't know if anyone really caught that, but you know, I caught that because I'm interested in the game, right? But yeah, I like him. Just I can't really speak too much about him. It's mainly the whole thing that really makes him a strong character is that scene between him and Diane. There's just so many questions that I have about why it occurred. But yeah, man, and his name is so unique. Wolfgang. I don't think it's Akari. I think it's like Akari. Akari, no. I call him Akari. I don't think it's how you should pronounce his last name. I'm very bad with pronouncing things, guys, just so you know. It wasn't evident already, but Wolfgang. You can't fuck with the Wolfgang, bro. I'm not getting affiliated by them. Don't come after me. But yeah, strong A tier. Might go up to S tier later on if we get more of a backstory from him. Next up, Diane. I love my girl Diane so much. I love Diane so much. Her design was like immediate S tier for me. I was like, I like her. Her talent, interesting, but kind of like basic to me. Not really, actually. Ultimate cosmetologist, there's a lot you can do with that. I'm not a big fan of makeup, but you know what? Diane, I kind of fuck with her a lot. I like the ending that they give her and how, I mean, I guess it's not really a Diane thing. It's more of a story-based thing where I like how during the trial, they try to make you think, oh, it is Diane, but it's actually not, you know? Which she's just super sweet and nice, you know? How can you, not like her unless you don't like sweets, I guess. Okashi, you know? Yeah, this is what it is. I mean, she's the first, she's like the only one to talk to Ava. It's like, you want to bunk with me? I'll bunk with you, bro. I don't care that you're no, nerd loser. She's like, okay. You know, she's kind of there. Like a chameleon head ass, you know? I like my girl Diane. You can't stun her, bro. She is, though, stunning. I love her. I'm sorry, I just like her design. Her voice actor kills it too. But the last two, Ava and Damian. And you know what? I gotta add a real pub and just put fucking goats right here. Yes, they both deserve the coveted. I think that's the word. Goats tier, plural, because you know they both deserve the rank. I think Damon is a little bit more of my favorite over her, but you know they're both in the same tier, so it doesn't fucking matter, right? Now, is someone really gonna get offended that I put both of them up there? No, of course not. But I'll talk about Ava. You deserved it. Sukuna. Ava. I don't want to die. Sukuna. Obviously, I gotta discuss Crow Girl. Crow Girl's a little crow, little hair. First let's talk about that. Her design. I think she might. I don't know if. No, definitely. She might just have my most favorite design. And I don't know what it is. It's like a very basic looking design too, but it's enamoring. I don't know. I think it's the colors. It just they used complementary or contrasting or something. Somebody was really understood what colors were, because they bounce off her so nice. Like everything, the white, literally she has like the American colors, red, white, and blue, and black. So nice. She only has like 4 colors, and she has like some, like, I don't know, a pair of red Converses. Like, damn, I didn't know you had that shoe game. Her personality is very human, you know. She doesn't act like, you know, like Jet or like Cassidy. Like, you wouldn't get a Jet or Cassidy in a killing game. Come on, guys, right? People would be like, kind of more like, I would feel like Damien on some level, and maybe Ava on another level, where it's like, they know they're weak. They know they're going to be made fun of, so they're going to try everything to try to conceal that. And of course, you know, it didn't work out, and it made her look even worse. But Ultimate Liar, though, really? That's like the worst. That talent is such garbage. They just be letting any Ultimates in, huh? That's the moment I would think, like, they'd just be letting anybody in here. Another thing, well, the next thing, not even another thing, is just her voice actor. Like, I kind of like, I poke fun at it, like, as like a joke, but I don't really hate it. Actually, if anything, I like it. It's just her, they give her like a raspy sounding voice. Like, she's like, I don't know how to say it. Like, she's like, my name is Ava Sukuna. I know, I nailed her voice right there. Nailed. Might as well just fucking fire the voice actor and give me her, right? But if you hear her, you'll know. I'm sure someone can understand what I mean. They give her like a little bit of like a raspy voice, to me at least. And I don't know why it fits her character so well, and I like it, if anything. I know, like I said, I make fun. Well, I don't really make fun of it. I joke about it in like my playthrough, but I don't hate it. I love it, if anything. I think her voice and her outfit of it, I feel like her personality fits her so well, and they nailed it at the end with her, bro. Just like the desperation, like right at the end when Damien starts to find out and figure out everything, he's like, wait a minute, it's you. And then you can hear how, like, she's like, how would I know when to do it? Like, she's like coming up with an excuse on the spot. She's like, how, like, like the voice actors, they stole the show. The writing is fantastic. Nothing feels like super forced in this game. I love the end. I love the desperation, because it's very human, right? Like, you're cornered, you killed somebody, you don't want anyone to find out. So what does she do? She turns on the one person that she has to turn on, Damien. Did she want to do that? I don't know. That's something, I guess, a theory or the writing team would have to tell you, because I don't know. But I feel like, you know, Damien, you know, Ava had a little thing going on. If Damien wasn't such a pussy, bro, like, damn, bro, you could have bagged a baddie. You know, he could have bagged somebody, right? But I love the ending sequence, like with Ava. It doesn't feel forced. Like, the breakdown feels good. Many Danganronpa breakdowns, they just feel stupid. Ava, like, at one point, then it gets ridiculous. She gets so desperate where it's like, I'm not even gonna pull up the console. Well, it's like, bro, well, I'm just gonna vote for you now, right? It doesn't, like, you don't even need to say anything else. If you're not gonna show me that you have, like, that game console camera, right? There's no point even continuing this, because we're just gonna vote you anyway, right? And that's what we end up doing, right? Also, not really about Ava, but like the mini game with, like, you know, where she summons like the crows, fantastic. That was amazing. I don't know why, I enjoyed the mini game so much. But Ava, you deserved it. Sukuna, absolutely a goat. I don't know. I hope she comes back sometime. I don't know. I like her. But last but not least, the main man, literally and figuratively, Damon Maitsu. Love him. He's an absolute goat. I think the voice actor nails it almost. I feel like he's missing a little bit of an oomph, but I still like, you know, I don't hate the voice actor, right? Better than what I can do, right? His design complements what motif. I don't even know what the word means. I know he's based off a snake, right? That's why he has a tie snake. Like, he's like on backstab somebody, which carries on to the ending. But let's first talk about, well, I already talked about his design and his voice, right? His personality is the shining point to his character. Because originally, I thought he was like here. I know I say that a lot, but I didn't like, well, not here, but like maybe like D tier. Because I was like, he's kind of like an asshole, and he's like whatever. He thinks he's better than everyone else. And I was so wrong about him. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Damon Maitsu. I was wrong about you. Because he's a breath of fresh air for main characters. Many main characters or characters throughout many media, they're always positive, not him. He's like, no, bro, like someone's gonna kill somebody. I don't even think Hajime was like that. Hajime was like one of the better. He was my second favorite, but he was probably the best personality wise because he was more realistic. But Damien is like super realistic. He was like with Ava, right? He's like, bro, someone's gonna do something. You can't, like, you don't know what humans are capable of, right? Humans will do anything to get out of here, right? And you know, Ava did something, right? Even Wolf was gonna do something, right? He's super realistic. And the end scene with him when he goes like, you know, when Diane's trying to be like, oh, like a chameleon, I'll adapt. Like, that doesn't even, what do you mean you'll adapt like a chameleon? I mean, do chameleons even adapt? Does anyone even know that? I don't know, I'm not an animal expert, but he's like, bro, that pisses me off. Like, why are you acting like a hero after something like this, right? Which to me, and I think it's a popular theory, but I heard many people because I didn't go looking for theories, but I believe he'll be a killer later on. I'm 100% like guaranteed not guaranteed, but I believe Project Eden's Garden is going to be one of the best, better than the original Danganronpa games, because they're going to do so many amazing twists with it, and they're not going to have a garbage chapter 3 where he might kill somebody and then the main character will be Diane, because Diane feels like a main character right now, especially after the ending. Sheesh, that ending was amazing. It was amazing. Everything about Damien, though, the main shining point to why people like me like him is his personality. Is so spot on of what, maybe not of an actual person. People would be nicer, but they would be realistic, right? They're not going to be dumbasses. And of course, he carries a child as the ultimate debater, as he should, right? But that's all, because that's all I can say about it. Because I love my boy Damien. Hopefully he remains there. Hope he doesn't become a big ass pussy later. The only thing I could say about him is just like, bro, your talent is not all that, okay? He's like, I feel like Ava, like, someone said something about him. It was like, maybe it was Wolf. I forget who said it, but it was like, oh, you think your talent's better than ours? And he basically said, yeah, you're the ultimate debater. You're not really, Ava's better than you. Your talent's better than you. She's at least smart, right? You just debate people, bro. If no one debates you, you're nothing. So you try it out your ass. But this is my tier list. If you don't, let me know what you agree with, don't agree with, because I know there's gonna be a lot of people who disagree about the bottom 3 picks. But I think everyone else could reason what every other pick on this tier list. I think I provided enough evidence. If I didn't, I don't give a fuck. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next video. In the next video, I will not rank them, but put them to where I think that the murderer, who dies and who will survive. That will be the final Eden's Garden video before I wait for chapter 2 to come out, because or maybe I'll do the free time events if people want to see it. I don't think people really want to see it. I don't think anyone's gonna be like, well, I'll see it. If you do, hey, I'll record. Sure, why not, right? I'll record just about anything anyone really wants. But this will be it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to when I play chapter 2 in like 10 months, because I think it's coming out this year. Goodbye.